Today I will be doing a review of this Troy-Bilt 850EX series pressure washer. Now the pressure washer, as stated here, does 2800 PSI max and uses about 2.5 gallons a minute to do so. It is a pretty nice little unit. It costs a little less than $300 when I got it here on sale. And it does use a Briggs & Stratton American-made motor, which is kind of nice. Overhead valve, no choke, which is also kind of interesting but nice. Does tend to start pretty well so far. We'll see how that plays out over the years. Now, I've only owned this thing about 3 months now, so I haven't had a chance to use it too much because most of those months it was below freezing. But overall, the times that I've used it, I've been very pleased with it. And today I've decided, since the sun is shining, it's above 50 degrees, I'm going to go ahead and try to get some of this road salt off of this old Volvo, my winter beater car, to keep it from rusting up too bad. Now, the only difference from stock this thing has is I do have a shorter nozzle than what comes with the unit. That's just so I can get up underneath there a little easier and clean the underside, which is obviously very important in salty areas. My main purpose for this is to not only wash and clean cars, but for engine detailing, cleaning gunk and grime off of cars that I fix up, restore, resell, flipping cars. So for that purpose, this will also do quite well for cleaning, built up crud. So let me get the camera, we'll get a little close up here and we'll do a walk around. Whole unit as you get it. You got about a 20-foot run of hose, which is nice. Now it is 2800 PSI, which is pretty powerful. It's a gas engine, Briggs & Stratton. Nothing really much to be said about that. It doesn't have a choke, which is kind of interesting. It's all automated, which is nice. The unit has pretty good sized wheels and rolls fairly well so far. So that's nice. And it does have a holder here. I'll show you up on here on top. It's got a holder for all your different pressure bits. Now, the nozzle I have here is not actually the one that comes with it. This is a shorter one I use because it's a little easier to get up underneath when spraying the underside of cars. And because of the salt issues we have up here in the mountains, I do tend to spray the underside anytime it gets above freezing if I can. So anyway, Troy-Bilt. It's the 850EX series engine, 8.5 horsepower looks like. And pretty nice little unit. I got it for less than $300, so that's not too bad. And there's the reservoir back here for putting in, your soap or whatnot. But overall, very nice, light, compact unit. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up and wash the salt off this car. So as far as starting, obviously you might make sure your gas and oil are good, which I've already checked and this one is. But startup is not difficult at all. It has no primer, no choke, so it's just a matter of turning the switch here to the on position. And of course it is a pull start. Giving it a few tugs. Works pretty good. Again, this isn't going to be powerful enough to rip the paint off your car, although I guess if you put on the maximum spray, you might do some damage to a new paint job. But for regular day-to-day use, this is a great little tool for a homeowner. Cleaning sidewalks, driveways, patios, cars, engine compartments, obviously yard equipment like tractors, mowers. I'm going to be using it to clean the grime and crud and dirt and mud off of those as well. So that's it. That is my review of the Troy-Bilt 850EX series of pressure washer, and overall I gotta say I'm very pleased. It's a little hard to start, as you saw, because it doesn't offer a primer bulb or a choke, so I got a ding and a point or two for that, but let's go with an 8 out of 10 on this, huh? That's it. I'm Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, because there will be many more just like it. And I'll see you next time. Take care.